What's going on, everybody? It's the Bull Show, aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, as per request, I'm going to be talking about the whole Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan situation that continues to, I guess, grow in many ways. At the end of the day, look, you know, I think The Last Dance kind of stirred some things up in the whole relationship between Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, and it seems like it just continues to escalate from then. And again, there's been recent, or wouldn't even say recent news these days, discussing what Scottie Pippen said about Michael Jordan, I guess, before Scottie Pippen came to the team and stuff like that. And that's what I'm going to discuss in this video. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bull Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls and, again, I guess the whole Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan situation. Now, there's a couple of things I have to mention. I just woke up, so I apologize for that. So for whatever reason, you know, if the video isn't up to the highest standard that I could possibly bring out, I want to give my apologies to that. Two, there's a very loud sound outside, so for whatever reason, if you do hear that, I have no control over that. So that's probably something that's going to be, I guess, put into this video. People renovating, stuff like that. It is what it is. But anyway, you know, I was originally going to leave this alone. I was originally not going to talk about it because it didn't really have any significance towards the off-season. It didn't have any significance towards our future. It's more reflecting on our past. But, you know, if people do want me to talk about it, I am obviously aware of the whole conversation, aware of the news, and all I can really say on the situation is that it's very, very upsetting to see the relationship between these two kind of fall apart in front of our very eyes. Again, it doesn't probably affect me as much as it affects somebody that was watching in the 90s. I can't sit here and say I was alive and aware and witnessed the Michael Jordan era. I wasn't. I was born right after the championship in 1999, you know, a couple months after that. I never watched that era, and I never claimed to know a lot about that era. But what I do know is that's probably the best duo that the Chicago Bulls have ever seen in history, in our lifetime, or in anybody's lifetime, in relation to a Bulls team. It brought the most success. Those two were probably the most likable guys on the Chicago Bulls, in the sense that, you know, one was probably considered the greatest of all time. The other one was considered extremely underrated. One of the best small forwards we've ever seen. People called him the LeBron of that era. Stuff of that nature. And you know, it brought so much success, it brought so much joy to, I guess, the people talking about the Bulls now. Other YouTubers, other social media platforms, you know, they have witnessed that era. Back then, they were probably just kids watching that, and now we're having the time of their lives. So it sucks to see that relationship is breaking before our very eyes. And you know, it goes both ways. We can't just sit here and say it's all Scottie Pippen, but, you know, he's the one that's probably making it more than what it is at this point, because The Last Dance did not make Scottie Pippen look very well in the eyes of Bulls fans, and I guess he took a lot of, he took offense to that in many ways, and now he's just continuing to barrage Michael Jordan every now and then. And I blame the media as well in relation to this, because, you know, Scottie Pippen can say what he likes, but I feel like the media is trying to stir up the pot in many ways, and Scottie Pippen is just biting and biting and biting. He's taking the bait, ladies and gentlemen, and I just don't like it. I don't like talking about these kind of stuff. I don't like how Scottie Pippen is acting towards Michael Jordan, and in the end, I just wish they could just both not talk about each other anymore. I think that's the best way to go in the future. I wish Scottie Pippen just leaves Michael Jordan alone, and I hope Michael Jordan just does what he does now and just doesn't retaliate, does nothing, just leave it alone, and let Bulls fans get back to those times, those glorious times where championships were won. We were the best team, we had a dynasty. I wish we could go back to those times, even though I wasn't part of it, but I wish I could reflect on those times with positive memories. You know how bad it must feel to know that your best existence, I guess, as an organization is probably the place where it's considered now the most toxic? That must hurt a lot of Bulls fans that feel that way. The championships are still there, but The Last Dance, to be fair, it showed all the toxicity in that Chicago Bulls team, from Michael Jordan himself to the ownership to Scottie Pippen, all of it. It's all there. So, you know, I understand The Last Dance probably wasn't the best way to get all the Bulls players and all the Bulls fans reminiscing on the good times, but man, I just wish we could get past it. I really wish we could get past it. I hope Scottie Pippen can get past it, because it seems like he's the one that's really having the conversations. And in reaction to what he actually said, he basically called Michael Jordan a horrible player before he came into the league and stuff of that nature. And he didn't impact winning. His primary focus was scoring the ball. If I've missed anything out, I apologize. But here's what I have to say to that. You don't win straight away. I hate the fact that he called Michael Jordan a horrible player because his first couple years in the NBA was focused on scoring. Look at all the greats in basketball, and that all of them, it takes time for them to win. No one comes in from their rookie season and wins a championship. No one comes in from their rookie season and becomes the greatest player to ever live. It doesn't happen. Look how long it took LeBron James to win a championship. You like to compare Michael Jordan to LeBron so much. LeBron won a championship in 2011. He was drafted in 2003. He made his first NBA Finals appearance in 2007, and he got swept by the established, experienced, well-structured San Antonio Spurs. It takes time. And that should not discredit LeBron either. Just like it should not discredit Michael Jordan. You don't get to the top level without failing. You don't get to the top level without those inexperiences and learning from them. Same with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant didn't even play that much in his first season in the NBA to get to where he got to. You know, it's as simple as that. Shaq was never that successful in his first couple of years in the NBA. He made an NBA Finals appearance and he lost in that one as well. It happens. Stuff happens. Again, you know, everybody has a different journey and path to the NBA. Everybody has a different journey and path to being a superstar, to being a top level player. Michael Jordan had his, Scottie Pippen had his, LeBron had his. Calling him a horrible player in his young days, it doesn't make sense. It's bizarre, and again, it's a worthless comment. It's a throwaway comment. It was never needed to be said, but it was said, you know. I guess it's a pity comment, I guess, in many ways. Look, I'm not here to say Scottie Pippen needs help. I'm not here to say Scottie Pippen shouldn't think the way that he thinks. At the end of the day, you know, if he has ill will towards Michael Jordan, that's his problem, that's his family's problem, whatever. That's up to him. I just wish in the public eye, they could just leave this pettiness alone. Leave it alone. Go back to just not speaking about each other, and just let Bulls fans forget about this situation, and let Bulls fans think about those times in a good way. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, that's all I really need to say. I'm not here to say anything else about Scottie Pippen or Michael Jordan. I think the comment is very, very petty, but that's about it. It is what it is. And that's my, I guess, end to the video. If I have missed anything, and, you know, if there was another quote that was said that I don't know about, let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to react to your comment with another comment, of course, and stuff like that. I just don't like hearing these types of things, especially about our team. You know, it's funny when it's towards anybody else's team. You know, if somebody said something about the Boston Celtics back in the day or something like that, you know, it might be funny because, again, it's not my team. I don't have to worry about it. The Bulls are my team. So therefore, it's toxic and it should be left alone. It should not be brought up every single 2-3 seasons or every single month these days. I don't know, man. It's all for clicks and views, I guess. I just wish it was left alone. Have a wonderful and safe day, Bulls Nation. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully back to Bulls content, focusing on our future and not reflecting on the past. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.